Fish crow calling out my name, calling out my name. I know what he wants from me, but I can't give the same till I forget her face.
Hello, I'm Crystal Rechtenwald at Cafe Da Vinci in downtown DeLand. Tonight is our monthly 4th Friday Art Walk, and I've invited my friends down to socialize and share their experiences about what is so special about this small town with big ideas. Fionn, tell me why you think someone should visit or live in DeLand.
It's a beautiful area. The town is clean. There are beautiful trees. We're surrounded by some beautiful state parks, DeLeon Springs, Blue Springs. We're centrally located. You can drive an hour and be in Orlando. You can be in Daytona Beach if you want to go to the beach. But it's a nice, quiet, beautiful little town.
This area kind of has roots and a soul to it, and people want to hold on to that and appreciate that. And I think newcomers really like that sense that they get when they come here to visit.
Tell me why you think arts and culture in a community is so important to your business.
Well, it helps in just the quality of life, and sometimes getting the best and the brightest as far as employees coming to your community. They want everything. They want a total quality of life. It's not just about where you work, but it's where you live and work. So with the museums, with the events that you have in town, that helps people to say, yeah, I want to live there.
I always wanted to come back to DeLand because I know it's rich history. My family's part of the rich history, but I know it has a really vibrant and exciting future, and particularly in the arts and culture.
Michael, what do you think is so unique about DeLand?
Well, Crystal, I think what's really unique about DeLand is that it's an oasis. It really is here in the Central Florida area. It's got such variety in music and art, theater. I especially like the music. There's a lot of variety there, and a lot of good restaurants too, with really unique kinds of menus. I'm excited about it.
I don't think this place would be as successful anyplace else, because this place really does thrive on art in every way, shape, and form.
Well, culinary arts on a whole is like art. When a chef creates a dish, how to put it on a plate, different sauce, it's art. It's beauty, it's sexy, it's vibrant, because people eat with their eyes. So when art and culture come together, it's a perfect harmony for a restaurant, for the culture, for the outer world, for people to see.
I've traveled around the world. I lived in New Zealand for a year. I lived in Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, and everybody still always comes back to DeLand. And it's where the best of the skydivers come to get better, and it's also a very nice home with a lot of culture and experiences.
It's a college town. It's the home of Stetson University, the oldest private university in the state, known for its arts, and particularly its music school. It's just a lovely place. It's a kind of, it reminds me of the Norman Rockwell kind of life that I knew in my childhood as kind of the idyllic American place to live. And it has been that for me, and I cherish it for that reason.
We have a wonderful historic downtown area. We have events at least once a weekend, if not twice a weekend, so there's always something to do for if you're in college, if you're out of college, if you're a high school student. So it just is a wonderful mix of culture and music and everything happening all the time.
Ideas are alive, and people are alive with ideas.
Sam, as far as the arts and culture community is concerned, how do you feel that relates to business and economic development?
I think it has an overall overlapping theme through the whole community, because when you look at successful communities, communities that grow, they have arts and culture in that fabric. The art tells a story, and it's not just any story, but you could look through the lens of someone else's eyes and come up with something different.
Barb, can you tell me why DeLand? Why did you choose DeLand?
I will tell you why we left the hometown where we grew up. Was just kind of a lack of the types of things that DeLand offers. It was a factory town in the Midwest, and my husband and I felt we just weren't going to get the richness, the rich fabric of life that we knew was possible. He's a saxophone player. I, at the time, thought of myself as a writer, And so we wanted to be somewhere that was more culturally alive.
We also like to bring in the community by offering exhibitions, historical research, and other cultural activities. And we reach out to the community because it's all about all of us, not just the African American Museum of the Arts. We want to share our culture, through different diverse ways with the community. So we are just very happy. We see ourselves as a little gem sitting right here in the center of the African American community.
DeLand is a very unique community because we've been able to keep our hometown feeling. So when new people come, they say, wow, this is a great place. I can understand why you live here.
Arts is business. And if you go to any community in this country or across the world, the arts are interwoven in the business community. I go to New York, you go to San Francisco, vibrant business communities and centers, and also thriving arts communities. DeLand has that, even on a smaller scale, and I think that's one of the attractions, that we have so many interesting facilities within walking distance from one another that it lends itself to the idea of welcoming visitors on a smaller New York scale in a more quaint setting.
Well, I think the arts is the universal language.
I think the small town feel drew me here, and I've definitely found myself as an artist here over the course of the last 3 years and going into my last year here. And I've really enjoyed the people that I've met.
As you can see, DeLand is not common. Extraordinary people who are truly inspirational. DeLand is a small town with big ideas.